First off, IT innovations today drive economic growth in most progressive countries. I mean, talk of South Korea, talk of Japan, talk of the United States of America. Now, how do you turn your IT innovations into monetary value and therefore have them feed into the transformation of your economy? That's the focus of this segment. Jamie, it's good to have you on the show, Money and Markets.
Thank you.
Now, for starters, I know Uganda has so many IT developers, and the biggest challenge a number of these are facing is how to commercialize what they've come up with, the creations. But before we go there, how would you rate the performance of Uganda, IT development-wise?
I think there's a lot of potential, but I think it's early days. I think there's an enthusiasm, there's a willingness, and there are some organizations doing work in this area. Our partner, Laboramus, IT company, which has a Norwegian origins, is doing a lot of work in fintech, for example, which is creating a lot of demand. And they're getting people who can do the job. Andela is another organization who we're planning to partner with, who are doing a lot of work to develop skills, but it's still quite early days. The big constraint at the moment is getting adequate skills to be able to meet these opportunities, which are definitely there.
Commercializing these innovations, these creations, the IT innovations, is a challenge for many.
Yes, they will come up with great ideas, often very innovative, but it has to be then positioned from the perspective of a customer. And so quite often you can get an idea which sounds good on paper, but if the customer, and even the customer might be excited by it, but if they are not able to actually generate value from the idea, then there's be a problem. So an example, for example, one of our projects, recent projects on one of the courses was looking at a time monitoring system, which sounded like very interesting. Quite a lot of software was done to develop this time monitoring system to enable people to clock on an app when they're in work and when they're not in work, and then to be able to report on that. The challenge was to convince the business that actually what they would save by operating the system was worth the cost of implementing the system. And that's where it struggled.
So what is being done, or what has been your contribution, or what can be done to actually bridge these gaps?
Yeah, I think it ties into the vision that we have for the university, in particular for this School of Business and Applied Technology, which is what appears to be needed is a much more practical approach to education. So we focus on what we would call skills development, which is making sure not that people just get knowledge, but also that they try things out, they learn from what they try, they're developing working on real projects. So they get those fundamental skills more than just qualifications. On top of that, we place a strong emphasis on character. In the university, we call ourselves a values-based university for that reason, because there are certain disciplines you need in business and work ethic that if it's not there, you will never be able to deliver. If you're not able to deliver on what you say you're going to do, people will lose faith in you. So this whole aspect of trust needs to be generated in working on these kind of projects. Yeah.
Where do you think Uganda can draw lessons as a country in this area?
Interesting question. I'm thinking that the country that comes to mind immediately is Korea. Korea in the 60s was a developing country. You would not call it a developing country today. For me, the biggest single thing that made the difference in Korea is what I was talking about, is around character, is creating products which delivered high quality on time. And now you have the leading iPhone, smartphone manufacturer in the world now. Samsung is a Korean company. But 50 years ago, it was a developing country. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Jamie.
Thank you. Cheers, Charles.
Thank you.